Hi, Dr. Conrad here. Today we're going to take a look at a SWOT analysis with a practical illustration to help you understand this very important business concept. To begin with, let's define a SWOT analysis. This is when a business professional analyzes the environments which can positively or negatively affect the operations of their business. There are two types of environments that a business must assess. First, we have the internal environment, which is everything within the business, and then there's the external environment, which is outside of the business. Within each of the environments, there are factors that the company should identify. In the internal environment, the factors can be completely controlled by the company, so modifications can be made. Externally, those factors cannot be controlled, but you should still be aware of them. Now that you understand the two types of environments, let's apply the SWOT. For the internal environment, we have strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are positive. These are things that you're really good at. Weaknesses are negative, and these are areas that need improvement. When you're looking for specific factors within the internal environment, some strengths or weaknesses you may identify involve your employees, your management, equipment, resources, suppliers, your location, reputation, and any part of the marketing mix strategies. For the external environment, we have opportunities and threats. Opportunities are positive things going on in the environment, whereas threats are negative and can harm our company. Within the external environment, nearly every company has competitors as a threat. You can also use the pestle model to identify other opportunities and threats: political, economical, societal, technology, legal, and natural environment. Now let's use the SWOT analysis in a very practical situation that may help you understand this concept. Meet the Joneses: Bob, Betty, Buster, and Bonnie. They want to do an assessment of their home for safety and security. For his SWOT analysis, Bob decides to start with the internal environment. He goes through the inside of his home and looks for different factors that can prove to be strengths or weaknesses. As a result of his internal analysis, Bob has identified some great strengths. He used to be a volunteer fireman. There are smoke detectors throughout the entire home. The house is also equipped with a video security system, and all exterior doors have deadbolt locks. Bob has also identified some weaknesses. Because Buster and Bonnie are so young, it would be hard for them to evacuate on their own in the case of an emergency. 2 windows have broken locks. The fire extinguisher in the kitchen is expired, and the candles on the coffee table pose a fire hazard. Next, Bob moves into the external environment. Here he will identify opportunities and threats in regards to his family's safety and security. Remember, he can't control these factors, but it's really important that he's aware of them. After conducting some thorough research and observation, Bob has identified several opportunities. Constant law enforcement helps keep the crime rate low. The neighbors are very trustworthy. There's a fire hydrant across the street from his house, and the street lights keep the sidewalks lit up nice at night. Bob has also identified some threats. There's trash left in the streets that can cause health issues. The closest fire department is 30 miles away. The home is located in a flood zone, and the city taxes are very high. Bob has completed his SWOT analysis. He has identified all of his strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats after analyzing the internal and external environments. Using his strength as a former volunteer fireman, Bob can possibly lobby for a local volunteer fire department. Weaknesses can be improved by teaching the children and fixing some things around the house. There are a lot of great opportunities for the Joneses. They could network with the local law enforcement and neighbors, and they could possibly even look into starting a neighborhood watch program within their community. They can't control the threats, but the Joneses have some things that they can do to prepare for them. They can lobby for the cleaner streets. as well as the fire department that is closer by. They can create plans for safety, and they can make a financial plan to save for their taxes. Now that you have a basic understanding of what a SWOT analysis is, you can apply this to your business. Internally, you can look at your strengths and weaknesses, such as how experienced your management team is. How trained are your employees? Do you have exceptional customer service, or could that be improved? Do you manufacture a unique product, or have you had problems with recalls? How streamlined and efficient are your processes? And what about your distribution strategies? Are customers getting their products in a timely manner and undamaged? Capitalize on your strengths and use them to your advantage to differentiate yourself in the market. For weaknesses, get them fixed and turn them into strengths. Then turn to the external environment to identify the opportunities and threats that you can't control. A thorough external analysis requires a lot of in-depth research into the industry as well as other factors. Your competition always poses a threat to your business. Get to know them inside and out. Although every part of the pestle model may not be relevant to your company, using it will make sure that you cover all your bases. Look for the positive and negative side of politics, the economy, society, technology, legal, as well as natural environment. And there you have it, the basics of a SWOT analysis. And here's some final tips. When conducting a SWOT analysis, be sure to look at internal and external factors and consider the good, the bad, and the ugly. Do some thorough research and observation so you don't miss anything. Just do an analysis now. You can do strategies later. And finally, a SWOT analysis requires constant monitoring as things are changing every day. I hope you've enjoyed this short video on SWOT analysis and gained more insight on this important business concept. I invite you to follow along with me on social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. If you'd like to leave a comment on this discussion, please feel free to do so in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.